Hi students, once again I welcome you all to my channel Abrar classes. Today we'll be learning circuit containing inductor topic. Okay, let us see this circuit. What is connected? AC supply is connected to what? Inductor. L. Okay, the current of the voltage source is nothing but I is equal to I naught sin of omega t. Okay, what will be the voltage across this inductor? VL will be equal to what? Voltage across the inductor is given by VL is equal to L di by dt. Okay, we know that voltage across the inductor is given by what? VL is equal to L di by dt. Now we have to find the equation of voltage. Okay, first we'll find the voltage equation. VL is equal to L di by dt. Right. Now from here, L differentiation of d by dt of I. Write down what is given. I is I naught sine of omega t. Okay. I naught is constant. I can take this outside. I naught into L d by dt of differentiation of what? Sine of omega t. I naught into L. What is differentiation of sine of omega t? Cos of omega t into omega, because omega is the quotient of t into omega. No, this can be written as what? I naught into omega L into cos of omega t. Cos of omega t. Now, just see here. This is what on the left hand side VL is there. Okay, VL is equal to, this should be what? This should be also voltage. If this should be voltage, I naught into what should be written? R. Yes, this is nothing but what? Inductive reactance. This is nothing but inductive reactance. That is the resistance of the inductor. I can write omega L is equal to what? Omega L is equal to resistance of inductor. In AC, in alternating current, which is called inductive reactance. That is XL is equal to, this is noted as what? XL is equal to omega into L. So here I can write V naught is equal to what? I naught into XL. Or if you want to write VRMS equal to what? VRMS equal to IRMS into XL. For example, I'm telling. Okay, if you want to find the peak voltage, okay, you have to find, if you have to calculate the peak voltage, V naught is equal to I naught in XL, and this is the value of the RMS value of the voltage. Okay, IRMS in XL. Now let us come to this one. What I have written. Okay, again we'll come to this one. This equation here. VL is equal to what? I naught into XL. I naught into XL. In place of cos of omega t, I can write this as what? Sine of omega t plus of pi by 2. Now the same thing can be written as what? VL is equal to what? V naught. VL is equal to V naught sine of omega t plus of pi by 2. Plus of pi by 2. This is the equation of the voltage. This is the equation of the voltage. Hope you understood. Okay. If I is equal to I naught sin omega t, then VL will be equal to what? V naught sin of omega t. Where what is V naught? Where V naught is nothing but what? Where V naught is nothing but what? I naught into XL. I naught into XL. Where V naught is equal to what? I naught into XL. Understood. Now, number 2. Okay. What is given? I is equal to I naught sin of omega t. That is the supply current. What is the voltage across the inductor you are getting? VL is equal to V naught sine of omega t plus of pi by 2. Plus of pi by 2. Understood? Now if this is the current, okay, this is the phasor diagram or vector diagram of current and voltage. If this is I, where VL will be exactly 90 degree. Okay, it will be leading by 90 degree. Okay, this will be pi by 2. This is pi by 2. Hope you understood. Okay, I is equal to what? I is equal to I naught sine of omega t, and this is what? VL is equal to V naught sine of omega t plus of pi by 2. Plus of pi by 2. Here VL is leading. VL is leading by an angle pi by 2. With respect to what? With respect to I. Now, what will be the average power consumption? We know that P is equal to what? Average power consumption VRMS into IRMS into cos of delta phi. How much is delta phi here? Delta phi is how much? Here delta phi is pi by 2. Delta phi. What is cos of 90 degree? Cos of 90 degree 0. Therefore, average power consumption in case of pure inductor is 0. Okay. Average power consumption in pure inductor is 0. Average power consumption in a pure inductor is 0. Hope you understood this one. Is 0. Okay, pure inductor means there is no resistance in series with it. Okay, there is no effect of resistance. Hope you understood this. Okay, if I is equal to I naught sin omega t, what will be VL will be equal to V naught sin of omega t plus of pi by 2. To write the vector diagram, okay, or the phasor diagram, take this as I reference, and VL will be leading by angle pi by 2. VL is leading by angle pi by 2 with respect to I. What is the average power consumption? Average power consumption is 0 in case of a pure inductor. Now let us see some problems on it. This is the first problem. An inductor of inductance 2 Henry, L is how much? 2 Henry is given. Okay, is connected across AC supply of current. Okay, how much is the current given? I is equal to 2 sine of 314 t plus of 20 degrees. Okay, now what is meant by 314? See, 3.14 is equal to pi. Okay, now 314 is written as what? 100 pi. Is written as 100 pi. So I can write the same equation. What? I is equal to 2 sine of 100 pi t plus of 20 degree. So compare this with what? I is equal to I naught sine of omega t plus of phi. Okay, plus of phi. Now what you have to calculate? Inductive reactance. You know the formula. What is inductive reactance? XL is equal to omega into L. How much is omega? Omega here is how much? Omega is equal to 100 pi. Omega is equal to, compare this equation. Okay, omega is 100 pi into L is how much? Yeah, given 2. That is XL is equal to how much? XL will be equal to 200 pi ohm. 200 pi. What is the unit of inductive reactance? This is nothing but resistance, ohm itself. Okay. Now calculate the peak value of voltage. Okay. How to calculate the peak value of voltage? We know that V naught is equal to what? Peak value of voltage is V naught is equal to I naught into XL. How much is I naught? Directly compare this. 2 into How much is XL? 200 pi. That is equal to 400 pi. What is the unit of voltage? Volts. Okay. Now, equation of voltage you have to write. How to write the equation of voltage? V is equal to what? V is equal to V naught sine of what? Sine of omega t plus phi is already given here, plus of pi by 2. It will be leading one angle pi by 2. Very good. Okay. Now I can write voltage across the inductor. V is equal to V naught. V is equal to V naught is how much? Just now we wrote. Okay. 400 pi. Okay. Sine of whatever is given here. Okay. Whatever is given here. Sine of 100 pi t. Okay. 100 pi t plus of what? 20 degree plus of what? How much is pi by 2? 90 degree add up. Okay, because voltage will be leading. Okay, we have seen this one. This is, if this is the current, this will be the voltage, right, in case of inductor. Okay, and this will be leading one angle how much? Pi by 2. Okay, hope you understood this one. V is equal to, simplify it, 400. Okay, just write down pi itself. Sine of 100 pi t plus of 90 plus 20 is how much? 110 degree. 110 degree. This is the voltage of the, this is the voltage of the inductor. That is the voltage across the inductor. Okay. Third one, we have found out inductor reactance 200 pi ohm we got. Peak value of voltage is how much? 400 pi volts. Equation of voltage, just now we got 400 pi sine of 100 pi t plus of 110 degree. Now we have to calculate the power factor. What is the equation of power factor? Number 4 is power factor. Power factor is equal to what? Power factor is the formula. Power factor is equal to cos. Okay, cos of delta phi. Cos of delta phi is equal to how much? That is equal to, how much is cos of delta phi here? Delta phi is how much? Pi by 2. Okay. Here cos of pi by 2. How much is cos of pi by 2? Is 0. Cos of 0. How much is the power consumed? What is the power factor? Power factor is equal to cos of delta phi. Cos of delta phi is 0. And how much is the power consumed? Average power consumption in a pure inductor is 0. Is 0. Okay. Hope you understood this. Power factor is also 0. Let us go to the next sum. What is saying? An inductor of inductance 2 Henry is connected across. This time I have given what? Voltage. V is equal to how much? 220 sine of, okay, I can directly write this as what? 100 pi t. Okay, 100 pi t minus of 15 degree. Okay, I will compare this is what? V is equal to V naught sine of omega t minus of phi. Right. Okay, what you have to calculate? Inductive reactance. We know that XL is equal to what? Omega into L. Omega is how much? Compare this. Omega is 100 pi. Okay, 100 pi into what is the value of L? Inductance 2 Henry they have given. 2 Henry, right? Into 2. That is equal to how much? That is equal to 200 pi. Okay, ohms is the answer. XL is right. Number 2 is what? Peak value of current. What is V naught is equal to I naught into XL. And now from here calculate I naught is equal to V naught by XL. How much is V naught? Compare. Okay, 220. 220 divided by XL is how much? 200 pi. Okay, 200 pi. I can write this as I naught is equal to 220 divided by 200 into pi is how much? 22 by 7. This 0 cancel. This 22 this 22 cancel. That is equal to 7 by 20. You get 7 by 20 amperes. Okay, I naught is 7 by 20 amperes. Third one is equation of current. Yes, here in case of pure inductor, we know that if this is what current, this will be what voltage. This is voltage, right? This is voltage, and voltage will be always leading by angle pi by 2. How to write the equation of voltage? V is equal to what? Equation of voltage they have given. We have to write the equation of current. Equation of current, I can write this as what? I naught, I is equal to I naught sine of omega t, okay, minus of phi. If you want to write the equation of current, you have to write minus pi by 2. Why? Because it is lagging. Right. Okay. That is equal to I is equal to how much is I naught? Just now we calculated 7 by 20 amperes. Okay. Sine of omega t minus phi. Okay. Same thing you write 100 pi t minus of 15 degree minus of 90 degree. Okay. I is equal to 7 by 20 sine of 100 pi t minus of 105 degree. 105 degree. Okay, hope you understood this. Okay, I is equal to equation of current is I is equal to 7 by 20 sine of 100 pi t minus of 105 degree, because current is lagging. Okay, voltage is leading. Now next is what? Power factor. You have to calculate the power factor. What is the equation of power factor? We noted power factor is equal to is given by what? Power factor is equal to cos of delta phi. Okay, how much is delta phi here? Delta phi is equal to pi by 2, right? Pi by 2, that is equal to cos of pi by 2 is how much? That is equal to 0. And then what is the power? Average power consumption is equal to 0 in case of a pure inductor. This is the answer for the fourth one. Students, hope you have understood. These are the problems on pure inductor, circuit containing pure inductor. There is no resistance in series with it. Okay. If you like this video, kindly share with your friends, like the video, ask doubts in the comment box, and don't forget to subscribe for my channel. I wish you all the best for your KCET and NEET exams. Keep studying. God bless you all.